So it says here on my piece of paper to talk about us being at a crossroads, but I realized after sitting through all of our content today that we're at many crossroads, and this has been true for a long time, and it's absolutely true now. The one that we're going to speak to in this next panel is around automation and brand spend. So one of the main themes you've heard today is the increased demand for quality. You've heard about it in terms of supply, transparency, quality, quality, quality. And we're seeing brands shifting from traditional channels to programmatic. So brands like we've heard about P&G, Johnson & Johnson, voicing major concerns about how we're doing business. The change, the automation hasn't just been around programmatic, it's been how we all do business, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So the original promise of programmatic, I realize when you turn this way, that's when people can't hear you. The original promise of programmatic was to provide efficiency at scale, right? So it was about publishers managing their unsold inventory within a marketplace built on true demand and supply dynamics, and for marketers to get scale and reach. So it was all about scale and efficiency. And that efficiency of automation also led to a new workflow, new workplace dynamic, where deals were no longer done via handshake, but rather than from behind a computer screen. And we're seeing this happening. So 2 years ago, programmatic accounted for 65% of total display ad spend. This year, it's expected to grow to 78%. And by 2019, programmatic will account for nearly 85% of total display ad spend. So I think we've seen the proof. Automation is here. The trajectory is there to support it, and we're going to continue seeing that. The next thing that we're going to see is brands funneling. So if this was the way things were before, with the scale tilted toward reach and scale, we're now seeing the introduction of preference and priority, and the scale is being tipped in a unique way. So recent research conducted has shown that, 90% of US advertisers are using programmatic direct. 83% of publishers have said that programmatic direct is an important part of their strategy going forward. And over half of media buyers are moving their direct IO buys to programmatic channels. So, the future of programmatic. If we look at where we were, again, just recapping what I've said and going into our next panel, in the old rules, buyers wanted high quantity at low price. And in the new rules, they want high quality and content adjacency. It's not just one or the other, it's the combination of both. In the old days, a year ago, the old rules, publishers were managing unsold inventory. And in the new rules, they're managing all their inventory. So this is the fundamental shift that we're seeing with programmatic, whereas from scale and reach to quality and content. And I think we're seeing that conversations that were happening earlier today about the value of real content and quality. We're seeing that shift take place, and how to apply programmatic to that is what we're going to hear about next.